Hi friends, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you one of my older plants and just talk about it and tell you guys some stuff. I am really proud of this plant. As you can see, it is already hanging behind me, which is just my coat rack that has been refunctioned as a plant rack. Like, who needs coats? Like, it's summer. It is hot as balls. Speaking of summer, I am sweating. I keep having to like wash my face and wet my face. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna get the Hoya. Okay. Look at this. This Hoya is so big. Like, see if it's touching the ground and it's coming up to my nippies, or my armpit, I should say. So it's super long. Y'all see that? Oh, hi kitty. You wanna play too? You guys are never gonna guess how much I paid for this Hoya. When I got it, it was even longer than this. I've just been taking so many cuttings that it has gotten shorter. But I paid 20 bucks for this. For all of this. Like, I keep doing this with it because I just really like this aesthetic. But I paid 20 bucks for this wig, which is also a plant. Okay, great, there's people outside. Excuse me, I'm trying to record a video, thanks. I am just in love. This is one of the best plants that I own in terms of growing. I don't know what's going on, but it just really loves the light and the moisture it's getting in my apartment. So I have it facing a west window, so it gets a lot of afternoon light and just a lot of indirect light the rest of the day. I have it hanging super high so that it's usually only the strands that are getting some sun. And as you can see, I've taken a lot of cuttings and put them in the top. Can y'all shut the fuck up? So like this right here, there's a ton of them. They're just little new babies sticking out of all the sides, which is crazy because when I got it a month ago, no, wait, when did I get it? It wasn't a month. Maybe it was a month. I think it was a month. So when I got it, I took off all these little like snippets and I planted them in the top. So all of this you see right here, all of this grew in like a few weeks. Isn't that crazy? This has been putting out so much growth for me. I just can't. I really love it. I want more. Oh yeah. It's like a boa constrictor. It is so beautiful, and I think just like hanging it looks so nice. I can't wait to keep taking more cuttings and then really fill out the top here. As you can see, all the cuttings have been doing really well too. Like, I didn't even let the cuttings root in water or anything. I just like plucked them and I put them straight in the dirt, and they're all doing really well. Like, that is all new growth of the cuttings I took. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna let these grow a little more before I cut them again, just because I don't want to keep stressing the mama plant out, even though she keeps making new babies. But there were some strands that were that just had segments of just stem and no leaf. At least for me, that ruined the aesthetic a little bit. So I cut them all up and am propagating them. So I'm going to show that to you now. So this is my little Hoya greenhouse that I planted, I think 3 days ago or something. So it's just a bunch of little stem cuttings that are already putting out new growth. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a close-up of this because that is actually shocking. There is just new growth forming everywhere. And it's underneath a grow light just all day and a heating pad. So I hope it's gonna give me a lot of new Hoya so I can really just fill out the top of my pot. Can you stop yelling? How amazing would it look if the whole pot was just overflowing with giant Hoya strings? Right? It'd be so crazy. So these are all stem cuttings, but what you can actually also do is, so this is my little like experiment pot thing. I have two Echeverria leaves in here. I have a Hoya carnosa tricolor leaf in here, and I have two Hoya linearis leaves in there. So no stems, I just plucked off the leaves, and I was gonna like, okay, let me see if that works, because propagating by leaf versus stem is gonna yield so much more crop. The fuck? Do I look like a farmer? Hello? Is gonna yield so much more new Hoya that I can use. I was like, I need to try this out, and if I can get it to work, I'm gonna have Hoya covering all my windows. And I'm actually gonna pluck one out and see. So you probably can't see, but like right there, there's like a tiny root poking out of this one. Tiny thingamajig just growing out there. Doesn't this just look like a little jungle vine thing? I really love Hoya linearis. I am just obsessed with this plant. So some tips and tricks that I found out that work really nice is they can take direct light, just not for too long. You know, you can have it in a spot that gets like straight on light, unfiltered light for maybe an hour or two, and the rest of the day it should be just indirect light. But yes, I know. See, this is what I have to deal with every day. I feel like giving it that little extra kick of light really does it very good. I mean, you can see this one is growing like crazy. And watering, I only water it every 2 weeks. And what I actually do is I just take it to the shower and I hang it up, and then I just wash it like some hair. Literally, it looks like I'm washing a wig. And I just completely soak it, soak the soil, soak the Hoya. Careful, because some soil will come out and, you know, get your Hoya a little bit dirty, but that's fine. And then the rest of the time, I spray all my plants 3 times a day. Or not all my plants, but most of my plants 3 times a day. So what you have to think about is wetting your plants early in the day so that over the course of the day and all the sunlight and warmth it receives, the water has a chance to evaporate, both from the leaves and from the soil, because as we all know, if you leave soil wet, you get root rot. If you leave the leaves wet, you get leaf rot. And it's just not good for the plant to be continuously moist, you know? So just keep that in mind, and when you're spraying your plant, do it early in the morning or like noonish if you don't have time to do it earlier. Just calculate enough sunlight into it so that the plant has a chance to recover from, you know, that little water experiment. Also, Hoya lineariseses like to be root bound. Don't repot them unless you absolutely have to, which is why mine is still in its ugly nursery pot, but I'm just too afraid to repot it because I don't want it to die. So I'm probably gonna leave that in there for a few more weeks at least, probably till August, which is in 2 months, just to make sure the plant is capable of handling the stress of repotting. So I think that's all the tips and tricks I have for you today to take care of your Hoya linearis, and leave me some comments about things I may have forgotten, things you want to add. Let me know if you have a Hoya linearis. I know they are sometimes hard to come by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back to this video if you're a subscriber or you've watched one of my videos before. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment just saying hey, and I'll come talk to you. Also subscribe if you want to see more. And again, thanks so much for watching. Bye!